Hey guys, we are going to do an update on our seedlings from a week ago and replant some. Let me show you what I got here. So, as everything's been growing really well. These are my kidney beans, and you could see how big they have grown, other than this little one who's not doing so great. But we're going to replant it and give it some fish oil and see if that helps it grow. But these are doing rather well, and they're going to go planted into a bigger pot. And then I have my pumpkin here. 3 out of 4 grew, and they're a little droopy. They need to go into a bigger pot as well. My hyssop, I do have 2. And my basil, I have none. So I'm going to reseed. My cabbage, I have 3. And I'm sorry for the lighting here. I know it's a little bright. This is my beets. Now, as you can see, this side did not grow, but this side, I do have 4 in here, and I have 3 or 4 in here. So I might just move some over. My lettuce, I got nothing. I'm going to reseed. And this, I think, is my cabbage, right? Or cauliflower. So I have 3 in 1, and I'm going to move them over. And for my snow peas, I only have 1, so I am going to reseed some more of those. And my beets, I believe this, oh, no, this is spinach. So I have 4 of these guys. I'll let them grow a little bit, and then I am good. Oh, no, look, 5. Look, another one's coming up. Can you guys see it? Right there. 5. This is the kale. The kale's doing great. So I have 3 in this one, 2 here, and then I have 3 growing here. There's a little one here. So I might move them over. And then as for my oregano, my lemon balm, nothing. So I am going to reseed them. Okay, guys, so for the cauliflower, I'm just going to very gently, and I already kind of separated, just pick it up like this. And then I'm going to make a hole in this side. I don't know if you guys can see, and stick it in there. Now I'm going to add a little bit more dirt. I'm going to stick it up to, like, the bottom of the stem is a little white. I don't know if you guys can see. I don't think you can see, but the bottom of the stem is white, and I want to cover that. So we're going to throw more dirt. I'm not even going to wear gloves. I'm just going to get my hands dirty. And then I am going to water these guys. Now, I did already water them, but I am going to water them again since I'm moving them around and putting dirt in them. And I am going to water them again with the fish oil, and then I'll save the fish oil and I'll water them with that maybe in a week or so. I'll use regular water, and then I'll use some fish oil. But that's it. And I separated this one too. I had pre-done this one. So now, instead of reseeding, I didn't have to take out the little guys. I hate the waste. I hate it. So every time I have like more than 1 seed, I save it. I keep it. So I'm going to do the same. I'm going to do the same for this. I'm just going to, like, dig myself a hole here. This is a piece of mulch in there. Let's take that one out. Dig myself a hole, and I'll take this one out since it's close to that. I'm just going to try and go down to the root so I don't break any root out. I'm just going to take the whole thing with me. All right, and just move it. That's it. Hopefully I don't kill them, but I've done it before and it seemed to work out fine for me. So we're going to give these guys more dirt, and then I think we're going to move on. I'm going to leave these doubled for now until they get bigger and they go into their bigger pot. But for now, I am going to leave some of these doubled. This is the cauliflower. All right, but what I do want to move on to are my pumpkins, just because they are getting too big for here. Let me see. You guys can't see. I mean, they're drooping and all. I want to bury them up to, actually, I'm going to go up to here with them. So I'm going to bury all this stem. So this pot would be perfect for that. And let me show you guys what I had gotten. So I had an old neighbor See if I could bring you guys over. I had this old neighbor, and he had went to an auction and had gotten all these like pots and stuff from a nursery and asked me if I had wanted them. And I was like, of course. So I have like all these little starter pots, like tons and tons of them. As you could see here, see if you could see them. But so I got all these rows, and of course I reuse them. So I keep using them over and over, but I have quite a few of them. There's more here. And then here's my bigger pots. And then I have this full row here. Let me see if you guys can see it. This is like the full row, but this is tiny, so I don't use them often, but I do have them. And then I have some bigger pots back there, white pots and things. And then down here, again, are some of my, see if you guys could see, some of my bigger pots like these. And then I have this size, like a medium size, which is almost the ones I'm using. I'm using the ones that are a little bit bigger, but not as big as this. So I do have to fix my pots. They're falling over here. But anyway, this is like all filled with pots. That's just my little pots. And then down on the bottom here, I do have some bigger pots down on the bottom and on my shelf, but I won't bore you with all that. All right, so what we're going to do is we're just going to, forgive me here as I lean over, I'm just going to fill this with some dirt, but not too much because I want to take all the dirt from my plant here. Let me show you. I want to take all the plant from my, oh, you're wiggling, from my dirt. So I'm going to kind of make a well, and then I'm just going to scoop this whole thing out. Try and be gentle, guys. You know, I'm not very gentle, but you could see, nice roots and stuff in there. But you could also see, like, wait a minute, move my pot. You could also see like the roots are right there. So it does need more room. It needs more room to grow. So we're going to throw this in here. Oops, I just broke my pot. What did I tell you guys about me not being? And I'm getting dirt all over. So maybe I should have put it in first and then put the dirt. But lesson learned. We'll do that for next one. And they're getting all droopy because I'm messing with them over here. But look at that. That's great. This will have room to grow. And now he's in a bigger pot. So he went from this tiny thing, to this nice size. And he is ready to go. Let's do that with these guys. I mean, this one's fairly big. This is a nice big one. Nice root system too there. And then I'm going to take this dirt. And this is my garden table, so it's okay if it gets a little messy. I just kind of sweep everything off and I reuse the dirt. I put the dirt back. But that's what it's for. This table is to get messy. And then I have fertilizers and some garden prep in my other shelf over there. But look at that. That's great. It looks so nice. I can't wait to get these guys in the ground. It's going to be a minute because it is still a little chilly. But we're hoping, it's almost March now, guys. So we're hoping that we're going to be able to have a nice spring and a warm spring, and maybe we could get these guys out here sooner than later. I know a lot of you are probably still in snow, and sorry, but we have actually a nice day today. It's like 50 today, so it's a really nice day. All right, and I am going to have to mark them so that I remember that they are pumpkin. We'll do that, and then we'll move over our kidney beans. Now, I'll do that real quick and we'll check back. Okay, here's my concern with the beets. Now, you see I got a lot in here. They're obviously grow underground, right? They grow in here, and I don't want to be separating and pulling them out if they're getting bigger. So I'm going to put them in this big pot here, just as they are, I think. I'll try and separate them out a little, but if I can make a little circle in here, I think that's my goal. Let me put a little bit more dirt in here to bring it higher. And there we go. And then this way they can, worst case, if I can't get them in the ground, because like I said, I've never grown beets before, but if I can't get them in the ground, I will have them in a pot. So I think I'm just going to do that. Never mind Patrick in the background. We are taking full advantage of this beautiful day, and he is cutting down some old trees that are in our the area. It gets water, not right now, it doesn't have any water, but it's a nice little pond, but there's a lot of trees in the way for us to get to the pond. So he's cutting them down, and some of them are, not the best of trees anyway, and we are going to use them for firewood. We started cutting some firewood already of a tree that had fell, and we already have that split, and we have one side done, so we just have to do that like 5 or 6 more times to get ready for next year, because you need to have your firewood so that we can have heat, because that's all that we use. All right, I don't know if you guys could see what I'm doing, and I don't know if I'm doing it right, but I'm just kind of pulling them out like so, and you could kind of see the roots in there, and I'm just going to separate them out. I don't even know if you could see with this lighting. Let me try and move you over like this. Okay, I'm going to try and separate it out. Like this has a lot together. This has the two. All right, so see, I got one, and then I'm just going to stick him in a hole, and then here's another one. They're getting droopy here on me, guys. But see, these 3 are all together. So I'm going to try and carefully. And if whatever don't make it, that's fine. It's better than, I guess, them being all together. There we go. I'm just going to kind of make a hole with my finger. I mean, I have garden gloves, but sometimes they don't work for me. I don't know. I just feel like I can work better in no gloves, and then I just wash my hands. So that seems to work for me. I will wear gloves sometimes, but for the most part, oh, you can't even see because I'm all in the way. I'm sorry. But for the most part, I like to just use my fingers. I like to use my hands. I don't care if they stay dirty. Well, this is why I don't have, some people have nails, like the fake nails, but it doesn't work for me. With what I do, it just doesn't work for me. I don't even like nail polish or anything. Plain Jane. The way I was made is the way I will stay. But that's what I do. Not that there's anything wrong with any of it. I used to always have nails so my hands would look nice, but I've given up. My hands do not look nice, and they're not going to. But there you have it. Okay. So I have like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them in there. All right, so that's pretty good. We got everything separated. I have everything labeled. Here's some extra dirt, and we're just going to throw that in because just in case there is any more seeds or whatever in here, then, maybe they'll grow. I'm burying my little guys, though. So they'll perk up. I'm not worried about it. And if not, I will seed more, but they'll perk up. Okay. So now I want to show you this. It's this fish plant food, and it's fish oil, won't burn, made for fish, indoor, outdoor plants. It's good for trees and bushes, flowers, and vegetables and stuff. So I just kind of threw some in here with my water. It is a concentrate. And then I think I'm just going to water it this way, so that they get some fish oil benefits. Now, like I said, I'm only going to do it to the ones that I had replanted because I did just do a watering, so I don't want to extra water the other one. So I'm just going to do this, and I'm getting water all over the place. And then I'm just going to put a lid on this and save it. I did do some of these, so let me and I redirted. I'm going to put a lid on this and save it, and then I'm going to add it to the plants. I'm going to give it a couple days. because I don't water them every day if they don't need to be watered every day. I like do every other day. All right. And I don't know where to put this now. And it smells. It has like like fish, I guess, or smell or whatever. All right, so that's it. We reseeded, we renamed, we replanted, we refertilized. We'll check back and see how it goes. But this is only a week, and my plants, I feel like, are doing good for just a week. I'm satisfied. I'm happy. And I mean, I have them on a grow light right now. And when I do have sun though, I do stick them in the sun. Like I do have a sunroom in there, and I have a great, beautiful kitchen window that gets a lot of light and stuff in. So what I do is I put it in when the sun is at its peak there, and then I put it back on the light. Just so it had the seedlings had continuous light going through them. So that's what I've been doing. And they are in the sunroom, which is where my wood stove is. So it's warm in there. It's not cold at all. It never gets cold. So I don't even need any kind of heat underneath it or anything. It just stays a great temperature in there. Great for my seedlings to grow. And I guess that's why they grew so well. I don't know. Now, hopefully I could keep them going and I don't kill anything. Fingers crossed. I have a black thumb from dirt. Let's hope I also have a green thumb. See you on the next adventure.